Monday doubleheader saw the Steelers get their first loss of the season. The Washington football team ended Pittsburgh's hopes for an undefeated year. Down by 3 late in the fourth, Roethlisberger picked off by John Bostic. Washington wins 23-17 and matched the Giants' record of 5-7 atop the NFC East. The Steelers will play the Bills next week, and Josh Allen, who threw for 375 yards and 4 touchdowns against the Niners in a 34-24 win on Monday Night Football. The Ravens activated quarterback Lamar Jackson from the COVID-19 list and will play in Tuesday's game against the Cowboys. Jackson was out last week in the Ravens' loss to the Steelers. The Jets fired defensive coordinator Greg Williams following a last-second loss to the Raiders Sunday. Head coach Adam Gase said the move was the best thing for the team moving forward. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
For the ones standing guard. For the eagle-eyed. For the knights in shining armor. And for all those who support them. We are Grainger, your experienced safety partner, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, committed to helping keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com/safety, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Have a say in this year's Pro Bowl vote, presented by Verizon.
Mahomes going to take off for it.
The Pro Bowl may look different this year, but the best players will still be recognized.
In the business, baby, Calvin Cook.
So, who showed out?
Kyler Murray, what a strike.
Who brought the energy and the hustle?
JJ with the hit, the ball is out.
Who made the historic plays?
The speed of DK Metcalf.
Show your love, cast your vote, and make sure your favorite players still earn their place on the 2021 Pro Bowl roster. Vote today at NFL.com/Pro Bowl vote.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Good day, sunshine, and good day, Gene.
Yeah, good day. Good day.
It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood.
That's kind of what I hear.
Yes, and have to admit, the sunrise this morning, another one of those gorgeous days.
Oh, those clouds are what make it.
Yeah, we get some clouds and we get all sorts of colors in the sunrise.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. Today, by the way, is Lard Day.
Lard as in L-A-R-D?
As in how to make tamales really good.
Yeah,
use lard.
Or make them really bad by getting the lard-free.
Yeah.
Tortillas or whatever.
No. Okay. The way 2020 has been, any minute now, the experts are going to say, we were wrong about extra virgin olive oil. Go ahead. Eat lard. It's good for you.
It's good for you. Yeah.
I can hear the cardiologist cringing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's done quite often here in Imperial Valley.
Yeah. It's, everything, I guess, has to have its day. So
why not lard?
Yes, you got it. We've got birthdays to celebrate today. Oh, and a reminder. Santa was in the KXO studios yesterday afternoon.
Yes.
And he's coming back tonight.
That's what I understand. Be here from 3 to 6, I believe. Huh?
3 till 6. And kids and not so young kids, those that are kids at heart. Santa told me that a 70-year-old called, said first time ever in their life they had ever talked to Santa.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, there's a first time for everything. I understand the first person to get the vaccine in the United Kingdom was a 90-some-year-old woman.
Yes.
That was cool.
Okay. Anyway, it's an opportunity for kids of any age to safely visit with Santa Claus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The distancing factor and all of that's all taken care of.
Yes. And Santa discreetly parked the reindeer on the roof. hiding right behind the satellite antenna on the roof of the KXO studios.
But you can't see it, so don't worry about that.
No, but we are going to have to send Gabe Lemus up to the roof with a broom and a shovel.
Yeah, to kind of clean up a little bit.
Yes. Gabe, clean up on the roof. Yeah.
You get that many reindeer consolidated in one place.
Yes. Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
Ready for birthdays. These
Very
are the big
talented
shots.
pop singer Jerry Butler is 81. And flute player or flautist James Galway, 81. Bobby Elliott plays drums for the Hollies, 79. Actor Mary Warrenov is 77. She was in the Munster films. Actor John Rubinstein is 74. Actor Kim Basinger is 67. Warren Cucurullo of Duran Duran, 64. Phil Collin of Def Leppard, 64. Marty Friedman of Megadeth, 58. Actor Wendell Pierce is 57. Actor Terry Hatcher, 56. Actor David Harewood is 55. Sinead O'Connor, 54. Actor Matthew Laborito is 54. Actor Dominic Monaghan is 44. Actor Ian Somerhalder, 42. Actor Wallace Curry Wood is 29. Actor Anna Sophia Robb is 27. Okay, local birthdays coming up.
The coronavirus is affecting everyone.
Must wear face coverings when out.
But what do I do? What are you going to do?
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
What are you going to do?
Going to a concert.
To school.
Having dinner with friends.
Take better care of each other.
Support local shops and stores. Offering more help to others.
This should be over soon.
Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Jeff Wilson, Luis Perez, Jorge Laguna, Donna Dickerson, Clarissa Perez, Leslie Solano, Charlene Rees, Casey Rees, Stephen Wong, Mario Vasquez, Elisa Brizuela, Erica Perez, Eduardo Moreno, Margie Medueno, Clarissa Navarrete, Debbie Pritting, Dorothy Wolf, Erica Beltran, Irma Saucedo, Marion Taylor, Lily Rodriguez, and Maria Aguilar. Happy birthday from KXO. Okie dokie. Well, hey, George Clooney has revealed he cuts his own hair with the Flowbee gadget.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. Since then, online sales of the Flowbee have skyrocketed.
Wonder who paid.
I don't know, but I'm sorry. Even with the beauty salons and barber shops closed right now, I don't think I would resort to a Flowbee.
Tell me what it is.
Oh, it's an attachment on your vacuum cleaner, and you cut your hair with it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been around forever. I think they used to, telemarket it on TV.
That one I missed. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, and I think it was probably one of the Popeil Pocket Fisher, right? Remember them?
No.
The Vegematic. It slices,
Vegematic,
dices,
I
chops.
remember.
Yeah, all those late night telecommercials.
Well, now I know what you've been doing is watching late night TV.
You got it. Okay. We do have news. Are you ready?
That's what yeah, we're ready.
Okay, we're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by your friends at Lock Air Conditioning. They're your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Special Report. The FDA is confirming the safety and efficacy of Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine. The first analysis of clinical trials here shows it works well, regardless of race, weight, or age. Correspondent Wendy Gillette on drawbacks.
The document shows side effects were more common after the second dose of Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine, administered 3 weeks after the first one. Nearly all were mild: pain at the injection site, fatigue, headaches, muscle and joint pain, chills, and fever.
Brits are going first. A 90-year-old grandmother kicked off the vaccination process in the UK today. Bayota Campman at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine.
Victory over the virus is still a way off. However, it is really an important milestone in our quest to end the pandemic, and we cannot underestimate the achievements to have an approved vaccine after less than 12 months.
Most Americans aren't expected to have access to vaccines until spring. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium system to keep your home warm and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bills. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. York, install confidence. Contractor's license 696216.
California headline news. Governor Gavin Newsom announcing that there were nearly 25,000 new COVID cases in the state Monday, a 7-day positivity rate of 10.5%.
You can see the 7-day average now moving up just shy of 22,000 cases a day. This is substantially greater than what we have seen in the past.
Millions of Californians living in communities that are under stay-at-home orders. Shane Maxwell lives in San Francisco, wondering what the future holds.
Now it's like, well, are we going to have to do most of our shopping online? There's just a lot of uncertainty around what's going to happen.
The order issued after intensive care units in the regions dipped below 15% capacity. Some sheriff's offices saying they won't enforce the order. Public schools would be required to reopen next spring if coronavirus case counts drop under newly proposed legislation. The bill introduced by Assemblyman Phil Ting would require schools to resume in-person learning within 2 weeks of their county moving into red, orange, or yellow tiers. Low 80s in L.A. today with red flag warnings continuing. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialist. For air conditioning and heating needs, you call Lock Air Conditioning.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list just goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez is a local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Ubaldo is here to help. Stop by Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez's office today at 425 Desert Garden Drive in El Centro. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning, COVID-19, here is an update.
It was released by the Public Health Department. Monday update indicates active cases of COVID-19 have shot way up. They are now at 1,139. New cases per day per 100,000 population is now at 51.1. Positivity rate is at 27.06%. Death toll as a result of COVID-19 is still at 360. So far, 94,291 have tested for the virus. 17,084 have tested positive. 15,585 have recovered. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Caltrans and the CHP have issued a traveler's advisory for high-profile vehicles on Interstate 8 from Ocotillo to Alpine. Winds gusting up to 50 miles an hour are expected on the grade and through the passes tonight through this evening. The National Weather Service says localized gust in the backcountry could hit, are you ready for this, 70 miles an hour. Meanwhile, a red flag warning is in effect until 10 p.m. This evening due to the high winds and low humidity. San Diego Gas and Electric is expected to institute power shutdowns to lessen the risk of wildfires. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center is ready to take care of your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
In other local news, the County Board of Supervisors will be meeting. Here's more in the story.
It will be held today. During the meeting, the board will hear a presentation on COVID-19 presented by the Public Health Department. A board will also discuss the certification of the November 3rd general election. Results of that election were certified December 1st before the results were sent off to Sacramento. Supervisors will discuss new positions at the Public Works Department. They will discuss establishing a facilities special projects coordinator classification, and the advisors will discuss the acceptance of an emergency solutions grant in the amount of $1,020,100 from the Department of Housing and Community Development. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
There are now additional COVID-19 testing sites. The Imperial County Public Health Department says the OptumServe test site at the Veterans Hall in Imperial was reopened. The OptumServe site at the Brawley Senior Center will remain open. Both sites will be open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. A mobile test will be available to the public from 8 to 4 p.m. at the Imperial County Fairgrounds on December the 4th, 10th, 11th, and 14th. Since it is a mobile unit, health officials will have flexibility to provide pop-up testing for both public and private business locations throughout the valley. Dates and times of the mobile van's location will be updated by the health department. Testing is available by appointment. Additional testing sites are available at a number of private health care providers and pharmacies. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news is Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
O'Reilly. This is Jesse's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
As a nurse, not making it to work was not an option. But driving through the snow with my wiper blades struggling, I just didn't feel safe. So I pulled into O'Reilly Auto Parts, and before I knew it, an employee was offering to install the wiper blades on my car. I got to stay out of the snow for a moment, and I still made it to work on time.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. I saved big money with the Progressive Home and Auto Bundle, so I finally bought that new set of golf clubs. Watch out, Fairway. Here I come.
This is not a real testimonial. Sure, customers can save big Progressive, but your other expenses won't just disappear. Are those clubs going to help you when the hot water heater dies? Also, it sounds like your money is better spent on golf lessons.
Time to go shoot the course record.
No, but maybe time for a reality check. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Page 2 of the local news and weather, brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. You can see David, you can see Jose, and you'll get answers to your questions about health insurance and Medicare supplemental coverage.
Well, the Brawley City Council is holding a special meeting in Brawley. Here's more on that story.
It will be held this evening. Special meeting will be to reorganize the City Council. They will begin the meeting by adopting a resolution accepting the November 3rd election results. There will be comments from outgoing Mayor Norma Kastner-Haudegi. Deputy City Clerk Lorena Sabala will administer the oath of office to a re-elected City Clerk Alma Benavides. Benavides will then administer the oath of office to newly elected council members George A. Nava, Ramon Castro, and Donald L. Wharton. The new city council will then elect a new city mayor chairperson for the city council, successor agency to Brawley Community Redevelopment Agency, Public Financing Agency, and Public Improvements Corporation. Mayor Pro Tem will also be chosen. They will wrap up with comments from the mayor, the new mayor, and from the newly elected council member Ramon Castro. The Calipatria City Council will also meet this evening. It will be a Zoom meeting. They will conduct a regular meeting before seating the newly elected city council members, Sylvia R. Chavez and Maria Nava-Froelich, as well as Catherine Huff as a city clerk. Once the oath is administered, the new city council will name a new mayor and a mayor pro tem. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers stopped a load of 430 pounds of meth on Sunday night. At about 11:30, a canine alerted to a cargo van at the Calexico downtown port of entry. The van was referred to secondary inspection, where CBP officers using the port's X-ray imaging system noticed anomalies in the vehicle. Officers recovered 23 packages with a combined weight of 430 pounds from the van's floor and spare tire. The narcotics have a street value of $1.2 million. The driver, a U.S. citizen, was arrested and turned over to special agents with Homeland Security investigations. Well, a statewide expansion for CA Notify. George Gale explains.
A smartphone tool designed to slow the spread of COVID-19. Governor Gavin Newsom says it has been expanded statewide. Governor says the new digital tool will officially launch December 10th, allowing Apple and Google smartphone users to help slow the spread by opting to receive COVID-19 exposure alerts, letting them know when they have come in contact with someone who has positive. They say Kxo Notify is a completely private, anonymous, and secure tool that does not collect location data from any device and never shares user identities. Kxo Notify was piloted with the help from University of California, San Diego, and the University of California, San Francisco. Beginning December 10th, Californians will receive notifications asking them if they want to opt into the program. They say Kxo Notify is completely voluntary and free. Governor's office says it is designed to protect the user's privacy. If you need more information, go to kxnotify.ca.gov or covid19.ca.gov. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial County Treasurer Tax Collector has announced that due to restrictions associated with COVID-19, their department is open to the public by appointment only. For taxpayers unable to use the department's automated payment system, Dropbox, or mail their payment in, and require in-person assistance with their tax bill, please contact the Treasurer Tax Collector's office before December 10th to schedule an appointment. Scheduling an appointment before the December 10th deadline will ensure payments are posted timely without penalties. Only one person will be allowed to enter the building once an appointment has been scheduled. Visitors will be required to wear a face mask and have a temperature reading before entering the building. If you need to contact the tax collector, call 442-265-1270. The treasurer, 442-265-1235. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you realized that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurance.
Here's Carol Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says mild temperatures with variable high cloudiness can be expected today and likely through much of tomorrow. A low-pressure system should then affect the region starting late Wednesday, bringing chances of precipitation through Thursday and a return to cooler conditions. Dry conditions and near normal temperatures will dominate across the area through the upcoming weekend. 72 yesterday, 43 the low. Cloudy today with a high near 74. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then turning out of the north. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low around 50. West wind about 5 miles. Wednesday will be cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 75 and light wind. Right now downtown 56 degrees, 25% relative humidity. Wind out of the west at 5 to 7 miles an hour. A traveler's advisory has been issued for Interstate 8 between Ocotillo and Alpine. High winds not advised for high-profile vehicles. Pay the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Ford's been helping families make holiday joy for over 100 years. So America, we're not taking this year off. We're going to help you make more joy than ever with special deals across the Ford lineup at the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event. Whether you want to haul your tree with a new Ford F-150, road trip more comfortably in a Ford Expedition, or head off-road for the holidays with the available 7 drive modes in the Ford Explorer. Come to your local Ford dealer and make a lot of joy this year. Now get 0% financing for 60 months on a 2020 Ford F-150, plus $2,000 trade assist with your qualified trade at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Excludes Raptor. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 0% APR financing for 60 months at $16.67 per month for $1,000 finance, regardless of down payment. Trade assist requires trade-in of 95 or newer vehicle or lease terminated 30 days prior to or 90 days after new retail delivery. Customer must have owned or leased the trade-in vehicle for a minimum of 30 days prior to the sale date of the new vehicle. Vehicle supply is limited. Residency restrictions apply. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 1/4/2021. See locations and complete details.
It's sports time. The Pittsburgh Steelers dropped a lot of things last night. Yeah, I did, and including their unbeaten record. The Steelers fell to that Washington football team, 23-17. They blew a 14-point lead, second largest blown lead at home in franchise history. We had a game last night. The Bills and the 49ers. Buffalo prevailed 34-24. We've got a special Tuesday night edition of football, NFL, Cowboys and the Ravens, coming up this afternoon on AM 1230.
Things are different this year. Isolation, social distancing, masks and all. But what about kids and Santa? Well, Mom and Dad, KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5 have been in touch with Santa's North Pole agent. They've made arrangements for kids to visit with a jolly old elf by telephone. Kids, have your parents call 760-996-7463, Monday through Fridays between 3 and 6 p.m. That's 760-996-7463. Calls may be recorded and played on the air on KXO AM 1230 or FM 107.5. Santa will take kids' calls and answer their questions. Call 760-996-7463 between 3 and 6 p.m. Monday through Fridays. Brought to you by Santa's Helpers at the CB Stop Calexico.
The Brownies Diner in Brawley and the original Tom Pup now relocated at Brownies Diner.
And the Elm at KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5.
And in other sports news, the White Sox have acquired right-hander Lance Lynn in a trade with the Texas Rangers. Lynn was perhaps the most prized pitcher on the trade market and cost the White Sox 25-year-old right-hander Dane Dunning, who will go to Texas, along with left-handed pitching prospect Avery Weems. That's it for sports time. We've got financial news coming up. It's Classic High School Football on AM 1230 and on the KXO YouTube channel. This Friday night, our finale, the state CIF championship game between the Southwest Eagles and Milpitas Trojans, played December 2017. Our Classic High School Football games brought to you by El Centro RV Service and Supply, and by Ubaldo Bermudez, your Imperial Valley agent. Tune in Friday, 7 p.m. on the KXO YouTube channel or AM 1230. And it's time for financial news with a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Roto-Rooter in El Centro and Brawley. When drains don't work, they do. On the markets right now, the Dow is up 26 points at 30,096. S&P 500 off $2.60, and NASDAQ down about 20 points. In other news, about 17% of America's restaurants have already permanently closed this year, with thousands more on the brink, according to a new report. The National Restaurant Association is pleading with Congress to pass new stimulus to help the industry that's been damaged by the pandemic. The group said Monday that 10,000 restaurants could close in the next 3 weeks, in addition to the 110,000 that have already shuttered in 2020. Most of them in California. Restrictions on indoor dining capacity and other lockdown stipulations like curfews have ravaged the industry. A number of national chains filed for bankruptcy this year, including Ruby Tuesdays and California Pizza Kitchen as well.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialists. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
We'll have cloudy skies today with a high near 74, west-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then turning out of the north. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low around 50, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Wednesday will be cloudy, then gradually turning sunny with a high near 75, light wind. 57 degrees downtown, 25% relative humidity. Wind out of the west at 5 miles an hour. Air quality throughout the Imperial Valley is good, except at UABC in Mexicali. Air quality there is said to be moderate. And a traveler's advisory for the mountains between here and San Diego, not recommended for high-profile vehicles. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Roto-Rooter in El Centro and Brawley.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
CBS News is next. It is brought to you by El Centro Regional Medical Center. We're ready and open to serve your family.
On the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. As the U.S. inches closer to action on a coronavirus vaccine, the first doses have been administered in the U.K.
It only took a few seconds in a Coventry hospital. 90-year-old Margaret Keenan became the world's first person to get the Pfizer COVID vaccine since its approval here last week.
This is a terrible, terrible disease, so anything that helps is a bonus, isn't it?
I feel really emotional.
British Health Secretary Matt Hancock was watching, aware that the hopes of the whole world rested on that moment. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
FDA documents released ahead of a meeting later on this week on the Pfizer vaccine indicate strong protection against the virus after the first dose, and side effects are more common after the second one. The administration is pushing back against a New York Times report that says officials passed on the chance to buy millions of additional Pfizer doses over the summer. Assistant Health Secretary Admiral Brett Giroir on CBS This Morning.
Assuming we have authorizations, we will have enough to vaccinate any American who wants it, by the May or June timeframe.
Democratic Senator Joe Manchin indicates action should come soon on a bipartisan COVID relief bill in Congress.
People have been drafting, the staff's been working around the clock. We'll get 90% of it out today.
He says he's hopeful there will be action before Congress adjourns for the year. CBS's Maria Villarreal tells us the Army is due to release information on a deadly year at Fort Hood. 25 soldiers lost to suicide, homicide, or accidents.
Today's report is expected to propose an action plan to fix the growing problems with leadership at Fort Hood, with reassignment and termination part of that plan. Those problems were magnified by Specialist Vanessa Guillen's murder. Her body was found miles off base months after she disappeared. We spoke exclusively to Vanessa's sister, Myra. Do you feel like the soldiers on that base are safe?
I don't. It's one too many. Either it's accidents, or they claim to be accidents.
40 years ago today, the unthinkable John Lennon was shot and killed in New York City. This is Michael George.
Fans of John Lennon came together at the memorial in Central Park known as Strawberry Fields.
One of the greatest artists, philosophers, humanitarians.
Some of these fans were also right here on that tragic night 40 years ago.
Big crowd of people and sang songs and cried.
Legend of the people. And even years later, living for today, John Lennon's legacy lives on.
Just a legend, taken too soon.
Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 65 points. This is CBS News.
Brought to you by Capital One. Capital One's banking app lets you manage your money anytime, anywhere. This is banking reimagined. Wallet, Capital One NA.
And now a game of commercial chicken, brought to you by Progressive, where we see how long Flo can go without talking about insurance. Ready? Go.
So, have you noticed how everyone's grammar is completely awful now? Like, Sting and the LOLs. Whatever happened to punctuation? I mean, Congress has switched to Progressive to save big.
Okay, you win. We can't help but save customers money. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Lowe's has all the top gifts for home this holiday, like Craftsman tool storage made in the USA and available in a selection of sizes starting at $198. And right now, get a special price on a Lenovo smart clock with Google Assistant for just $24.99. Shop gifts in or from home on our app and Lowe's.com with free shipping on thousands of items, or pick up curbside for contactless service. Valid November 22nd through December 31st. U.S. only.
The numbers may have changed, but there's still no mountain high enough to top Mount Everest.
China and Nepal have jointly announced a new official height for the world's tallest peak. A remeasuring puts it at 29,031 feet. That's about 13 feet higher than previously charted, after surveyors from both Nepal and China scaled the mountain separately and included the snow cap. The old measure was based on GPS technology used by a National Geographic team in 1999. May not have counted the cap. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
A new report card gives a low grade to the Mississippi River watershed and indicates there's a need for billions of dollars in new spending to address concerns like flooding and water quality for all of the nation's largest rivers. The Watershed Initiative gave that watershed a D+ grade in 2015. The 2020 report gives it a C-. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule, changing the world one life at a time.
It's an awesome product. I've got my uncle on it, my mom on it. I've got 4 or 5 of my best friends from high on it. They all have their own little story about this condition or that conditioning going away. So kudos, it's just an amazing product.
Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code FRUITS.
Ready to create your own income with your own home-based business where there's no such thing as getting laid off? If a billion entrepreneur spent 5 years and $20 million searching for the next big trend, wouldn't you want to know what he found? If you're serious about making money from home without having to leave home, then write this down. www.goherenext.com. You decide your income. Get the facts now. Goherenext.com.
Did you know that if you are at risk of COVID-19, you may qualify for a research study? If you think your job may be putting you at risk during the COVID-19 pandemic, you may be able to take part in a COVID-19 vaccine clinical research study. Participants will have the opportunity to potentially receive the investigational vaccine, which will be provided at no cost to you. Visit www.covidvaccineiv.com to see if you are eligible. That's covidvaccineiv.com.
CBS News, brought to you by Elson Regional Medical, ECRMC, open to care.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.